I was answering emails at 2 a.m., working 16-hour days, and saying yes to every single opportunity that crossed my desk. My calendar looked like a game of Tetris designed by someone who hated free time. After 3 years of grinding harder than anyone I knew, my net worth was stuck at exactly $47,000. The breaking point came during a client presentation when I literally collapsed from exhaustion. As I sat on that conference room floor, I realized the hustle culture had sold me a lie. More effort wasn't creating more results. The question that changed everything hit me. What if I'm doing this completely wrong? I tried everything the productivity gurus recommended, downloaded every app, implemented time-blocking systems, and built elaborate morning routines designed to optimize my grind. But instead of working smarter, I just added more complexity to working harder, more meetings to discuss efficiency, more networking events to expand opportunities, more side projects to diversify income streams. My brain kept pulling me back to familiar overwork patterns through identity homeostasis. The neural pathways of busyness were carved so deep that every attempt to change just became another form of sophisticated procrastination. 6 months later, I was still broke, still exhausted, still trapped in the exact same cycle. That's when I realized addition-based solutions only create multiplication of problems. Everything changed when I met Marcus, a millionaire who worked 25 hours per week. His revelation shocked me. I got rich by saying no to 99% of opportunities. He introduced me to strategic disappearance from low-value activities. The 80-20 rule wasn't just theory. It was his operating system. He helped me identify the 3 activities generating 80% of my results. The uncomfortable truth emerged: most of my productive work was sophisticated procrastination disguised as progress. Instead of adding to my to-do list, I created a stop-doing list. This required an identity shift from busy professional to strategic minimalist. Subtraction creates space for multiplication, but only if you resist filling the vacuum immediately. My first experiment was eliminating all meetings for 1 week. The result was immediate: 40% increase in deep work time and actual output. Week 1, I cut 70% of my meetings and said no to 3 new projects. I automated recurring tasks and delegated everything worth less than $50 per hour of my time. The empty calendar spaces created intense discomfort. Every instinct screamed to fill them with activity. Learning to sit with that vacuum instead of rushing to plug it was the hardest part. Month 2, I launched 1 high-value project instead of juggling 5 mediocre ones. The compound effect of focused energy on single objectives was remarkable. I systematically eliminated energy drains, toxic clients, unprofitable services, time-wasting activities that felt productive but generated no result. Creating boundaries around availability and response times triggered a psychological shift from reactive to proactive decision-making. I built systems that worked without constant intervention. The most surprising discovery was that clients respected the boundaries more than they had ever respected my constant availability. 18 months later, my net worth jumped from $47,000 to $520,000. I was working 30 hours per week instead of 80. The paradox became clear. Less activity created exponentially more results. 3 core principles drove this transformation. First, strategic disappearance from low-value activities. Second, the vacuum principle. Removing wrong things creates space for right things. Third, identity transformation through subtraction, not addition. Real change happened when I stopped trying to optimize my way out of the wrong activities and started eliminating them entirely. Your current identity keeps you trapped in the addition cycle. You believe more effort equals more results because that's what the hustle culture programmed into your neural pathways. But real transformation doesn't happen through adding more productivity systems, more goals, or more activities to an already overloaded life. It happens through strategic disappearance, through creating a vacuum where your old patterns once existed. The millionaire mindset isn't about doing more, it's about doing less of the wrong things so you can multiply the impact of the right things. Start with 1 strategic subtraction this week. Choose the lowest value activity consuming your time and eliminate it completely. Don't replace it with something else. Let the vacuum exist. Your brain will resist, but that resistance is proof you're breaking free from identity homeostasis. Subscribe for more identity transformation strategies that actually work. And remember, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is absolutely nothing.